I thought I should not start Monday with the week with to talk to you, but it come already in the morning. Something I needed to talk about, telling you that I have said that many times that you need to know the source of your knowledge, where it's coming from, what you think or what you know or what you believe in. You need to know the source, and I have talked about me that you need to listen at all the episodes where I'm talking about my life. I have not looked at it if I have talked about my childhood, like their own episodes, but I have talking about my childhood when I have recording about other things, and it's already a spirit here that want to. I think it's gonna be that it will talk, or else is it here to confirm only what I'm going to talk about, and that is the one of the biggest source. God is of course the biggest source, but one of the biggest source is Jesus, and I don't know so much about Jesus. I know some when he was with me in the beginning when I started to walk in the United States as homeless. He was I felt like he was walking side by side with me, and he was talking about his life for me. And but first of all, I want to tell that Jesus was born in the Jewish tradition. He was not Christian. That is coming after when he passed away, when he went away or left. It come after. He was not walking around in Christianity. He was walking as a born Jewish man, and that's what we need to have in the mind when you read the Bible. You have to understand that Jesus was talking in a different way about himself. He was talking about him as a son of man, and then he was talking, it was son of God, and son of man, that was his earthly presence, and earthly man born from an earthly woman, like he was like everyone else, as a man, son of man. But when he talking about son of God, that's a spirit thing, and Jesus most of the time after he was baptized, he was walking in the spirit. So what he was talking about after the baptized is spirit things. But before the baptist, he was walking like all other people. And in that time when Jesus was born, there was many people that was selling a service like foretellers, that they look in their hands and could tell, and some talking about all kind of gods. There was many people that was walking around like Jesus and try to make some living of it. So that is what it is today also, that they have no connection with God, but they are good to make money of it, pretend that they are with God and talking from God, those things. The sign of me, if you think that I am make up things, is that I don't make any money from anyone. I have not got $1, 1 krona or euro from anyone. It is I pay the bills with my own money. I am so old, so I am retired. Not retired because mental disease, but of age. And I was retired before because I was sick, and am still sick in my body. But I could do work for God anyway, even if I was sick, and it didn't stop me, and shouldn't stop you either. If God call you for something, you can make it. There is nothing that is against you. If you really, truly are called from God to do something, then you should do it. There is no excuses. Now, I hear that you say that it's about money, but I tell you, I have never been wealthy since God come. But when He called me to do something, then I get money in many different ways. It's suddenly coming money into my pocket. But in other normal days that I don't have so much money, my retirement is the lowest we can get here in Sweden, because I have been ill in my body, and then I was working in United States, and were married in United States, and I couldn't get those points that needed to be to get a real retirement. So I have the lowest, but the work for God is, I don't think about money so much. I had a little hard to pay my one of my podcast spots, but I have paid it now for 1 year, so I had to only stop it for a little while, so I didn't get all the bills in one time, big bills. So money is not the issue for to do work for God. And I hear that you want to know what Jesus was telling me when he was walking side by side the first month I was homeless in United States and didn't know how to make a life as a homeless. What Jesus was talking about, it was about how he was walking in his time when he was here with walking around with a body and a son of man, and also messenger also. And first time I was in Israel and I saw those small stones, pebbles, those that was built up on the hills, lots of small stones up to those hills and where Jesus was walking. And I could tell that he was taking one step. He take 3 steps and then he go slide back 1 step. Like it was very hard to walk in those hills. It was not on there is hills that have lots of grass, but there is around Jerusalem there is only the hills are built of rocks that have broken into small pieces, and it's have been very sharp, but Jesus had shoes to walk with on. And he was telling me that about the walls around the cities, that the walls around the city was not only for if in case there was war going on, it was to see who have the control, who is coming into the city, and those that leaving the city, to have the control over people. We know this from today also, this sort of control, but today we have that in tax, statesmen and other controls of the border. But there they didn't have that in Jesus' time, so they have the walls around. And there were people that couldn't come into the city. They were forbidden to come in. It was not only thieves that had been in a prison that couldn't come in. It was people that have illness, and people thought was crazy, people that was not political correct. They were not allowed to come into the city. So that was Jesus was talking to me about, that he was going up in those very hard hill up to those people that live in those caves in the mountain, and sit and talking to them. They were not accepted into the city, but Jesus come to meet them in that way, and it was dangerous because in the night it was no light like we have today. It was total dark, and you couldn't know who you are going to meet. It could have been a murderer you meet. So it was very dangerous to walk there. But Jesus did that anyway, to meet those people that seems lost, that seems like criminal. But Jesus didn't felt like that. He had love for all people. So he wanted them to know also about God and God's kingdom. So that was he was talking about to me. And the one time he said to me that I was walking on the water. He said to me. So, but he, the more secure I be in this, I could never be really secure in to be homeless. It was very dangerous what I did, but I have to do it to come to know God, because I was in very bad situations. But there were always a door open for me to run away from those situations. So I come to learn that I have protection around me, protection that I don't see, but I can see the action of it, that there is some intelligent beings around me where I walking. And I come to churches where they didn't believe that someone have God with them. They were they reading only the Bible, and that's everything that have happened. It have happened in the Bible time. Nothing happened today. And they sit and listen at me when I talking about how Jesus have talked to me about how his life was. And they didn't told me to stop talking. They sit and listen at me. Maybe they were shocked. I don't know, but I did it anyway, because that was the good thing, that I didn't know anything about churches, congregations. I didn't know anything. I started from zero in the United States. I didn't even know the words they were preaching in. But after a little while, I know what they were preaching, and I was also singing in the choir, and I sing 1 second later than the other, so I could sing like they sing, and I have never heard those songs, but I could sing them anyway. As long as I could see the tunes, I could read. I can read the music because I have been in a school to could learn to play classic guitar, so I can read notes, and so I sing. And but you need to understand this with Jesus. It's not that they are going together, the Son of Man and the Son of God. It's totally different, because Jesus was born of a woman. He was like everyone else, laying in the womb and growing to be born like everyone else. And And that's what he referred to, that when he's talking about the world, what's going on in the world, then he say the Son of Man. And when he talking in the spirit, and talking about God and talking about heaven, God's kingdom, and what's in the spirit things, then he say the Son of God. You have to know these basic, very important things to understand what the Bible is talking about. It's, I think someone want to come and talk. I start to get very much headache, so it seems like it's God is coming to talk, because I don't see a body. I only feel very, very, very much power, much energy on me, and let's see what you want to say. He's showing me a blue sky that he started with. And then it's a landscape he's showing me. This is a flat landscape that he's showing me that is very, very green. He says it's coming rain. It's coming rain, he say. I wonder what kind of rain it is. It's flowing, he say. It's gonna be a flowing. It's a time of Noah is coming upon earth, he's saying. Oh, no, he is inside me. It was very deep inside me. He says sorry to me when he enter in. The rain, it's those that is a child of me, those that is child of God, those will see the signs before everyone else that is not from me. My people will see the sign and take act of it, he's saying. They will be in a place, he say, that they can see how this planet will be destroyed with all things on it, but they are in a safe place when it will happen. And then he showed me a sunset, that the sun is coming up. And just say that it's going to be a new planet, and his people will take place here on earth again, and it will be like a mirror of heaven, he say. He's leaving now. It's very often when God is talking, he's talking very very, very short, but it's have something in it that is very important to know. So it seems we are very close to that day, the end of days are we in now, but there will be there everything is packed up to be the last day for the earth. And when it be like heaven, then it will be only one day here on this planet also. It's gonna be very different. It's not gonna be like we have it today. Not at all. It's something else we will have. And when God have not talking about it, then I can't know it. I only know that it's going to be a total different planet. You ask me if it's going to be technical, but that have the Spirit talk about to us how they are doing. They have told us that they can only think about a place to be in, and they are there. They don't need a car, they don't need airplane. They have their in the telepathy with the places also that they do it inside their brain, and they can move with the way they do with the brain. That have they told already, so we know it. It's only one time someone of the spirits told us that they move. They don't move with the bodies, they move with the brain. So that's God have not left, but he is not going to say anything more. So we thank God for to come and talking. It was like I felt like a wind coming, and the wind is fast going away, can turn around and be calm, and like that. It felt like that when God was talking, and then he went away. So I hope you that listen in the morning, I wish you a blessed day, and you that is in lunchtime, I wish you the rest of the day be a blessed day, and you that is in the evening, I wish you a blessed night. Thank you for listening. God is with you.